A single hour less of sleep will drastically affect how we put on and how we lose weight. When we're on a cut, being sleep deprived by a single hour of our sleep leads to 80% of the weight lost being muscle. When we add that extra hour back in of quality sleep, that statistic reverses. 80% of the weight we lose is fat. The common person on the street doesn't think for a second on the quality of their sleep. Every morning I wake up and I consider the quality of my sleep, and so should you. Sleep has unimaginable benefits that I'm sure you all know. It gives you better memory, better mood, and I'm sure you can list many, many more. And I'm sure you've heard all the fitness influencers explain how recovery is incredibly important for the gym, as much as nutrition is. So let's get into how to optimize your sleep from someone who has struggled with bad sleep in their teenage years and adulthood. I'm going to break down this video into 3 phases with a final point on a common undiagnosed condition that is ruining our sleep. Firstly, leave a like on this video if this information helps you out in any way, shape or form. Now, on to the critical steps we can be taking. Sunlight when we wake up. This is the most important thing we can be doing. This sets your circadian rhythm. This controls when your body releases melatonin, which is what makes you sleepy. Get this as early as possible, within the first hour if possible, for about 15 minutes. I'm sure some of you have experienced that feeling when your eyes are adjusting, the stretching kind of feeling when you walk outside for the first time each day. That's the kind of light we're looking for. Number 2 would be exercise, and that's one you knew would be coming. Strenuous weightlifting or cardio for an hour a day has well-documented benefits in increasing the length of our sleep, the quality of our sleep, and the ease of getting to sleep. If you struggle with exercise, for example, if you don't have a gym, couple the morning sunlight with a walk around your local park or stretching in your back garden. Start small, build up over time. Number 3 would be avoiding caffeine 12 hours before bed. Caffeine stops us from getting quality sleep by making us struggle to feel tired. You should avoid caffeine 12 hours before bed. That's because caffeine has a half-life within our bodies of around 6 hours. That means by the time 12 hours has passed, we have 25% of the caffeine within our bodies still there. Still not great, but better than having it 6 hours before bed and having a huge dose of caffeine be in you as you're trying to sleep. Number 4 and last of the critical points would be to be avoiding screens, and this is because of blue light. We should try to avoid screens in time with when the sun goes down. Blue light from screens stops melatonin production, the molecule within our brain that makes us feel tired or sleepy later on at night. If you really have to use screens and struggle avoiding them, make sure to always have your day and night filter turned on. This removes the blue light from the screen and can be found in any of your display settings on any of your devices, if they're computers, phones, or tablets. Next, we're moving on to the section of things that are still important, but aren't as easy to do as the first 4 critical points. The first one is meditating and breathing. Meditation clears your mind before bed. How often have you laid awake fretting over things that are so unlikely to happen within your life? For me, it was all the time, until meditating right before I slept reduced that massively. The best thing to do as you meditate is to breathe in a specific way. This will slow down your heart rate and prepare you best for bed. To do this, all you have to do is to breathe out for longer than you breathe in. I count to 4 on my in-breath and 8 on my out-breath. This is harder than it sounds, but will slow down your heart rate in a 10-minute meditation session. Couple those 2 things together, and I sleep like a baby as I go to bed. Number 2 would be taping your mouth. Now, a lot of us may be snorers, essentially people whose airways get obstructed when we sleep, and I'm one of them. A way I've gotten around this is to ensure that I only breathe with my nose while sleeping. Taping your mouth whilst we sleep is a way to do this. If you are thinking about doing this, because it does have an amazing effect on your sleep, make sure to use micropore surgical tape. This is the least abrasive for your skin and lips, and it's very flexible, so it can go over all of the contours of your lips. Number 3 would be avoiding alcohol. Alcohol not only makes your sleep worse by stopping you from getting into deep sleep, where most growth and repair happen, but in large amounts also starts reducing gains you should be making. Stop drinking. Number 4 would be to have a nightly routine. Having a routine you do each night before bed can signal to your body that you need to sleep. In the same way that seeing a toilet or thinking of the bathroom makes you need to go to the toilet. Create a simple nightly routine. For me, it's doing basic hygiene, meditating, then going to bed. So you can couple those things together, and they'll compound on each other and have a larger effect. You'll be amazed about how quickly you feel tired once you have that set in place. And now if all of these things fail, and you're struggling and you're clutching at straws, and you've tried all of these things before and they've all failed, these are some other top tips that can help you. Number 1 would be to use a lavender spray. Lavender sprays have been shown to have an effect on the ease of getting to sleep, and this can be coupled into your nightly routine. Just spray it on your pillow right before you go to bed. It's a nice smell and it's soothing. Number 2 would be to use supplementation. Now, a lot of us are actually deficient in magnesium, so I take a magnesium supplement right before bed. The magnesium supplement I specifically take is a magnesium glycinate supplement. You'll be able to find 2 of them. You get magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate. Magnesium glycinate is the one that's associated with helping us sleep a lot more, whereas magnesium citrate helps with your digestion. I take 2 magnesium citrate tablets just an hour before I go to bed with a glass of water. This aids in improving the quality of my sleep, and I have noticed a difference, even if it's just the placebo effect. You can also take a 5-HTP supplement. This is a precursor molecule to melatonin. It's essentially what you get in like melatonin gummies, all of those things. It increases the amount of melatonin you have right before bed. These can be bought really cheaply to help with your sleep. Finally, if all else fails, everything fails, and you're still having incredibly poor sleep, you should check for sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when the breathing whilst you sleep becomes so poor and so obstructed that you suffocate. This causes you to wake up multiple times an hour and is disastrous for your health. If you have chronic snoring problems, issues with waking up multiple times during the night, waking up with a dry mouth or sore throat, or excessive sleepiness during the day, even when getting all of your hours of sleep, go to a doctor. Check for sleep apnea, see what can be done to help you from a true medical professional. If this video has helped you in any way, share it to somebody you know who needs it, and if you want to know why you must exercise, watch this video here.